5, 6, 7, 8.
When I first drove, when I was 17, it was just incredible. Yeah, I went to the first corner and I hit the brakes, and the G-force is so strong that I didn't expect it, so my head went straight down into my legs and I couldn't see where I was going anymore.
Jack got okay. He's missed done again. Yeah.
Jack makes no mistake and powers through to the finish line.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Hi, I'm Nico Rosberg.
Hi, I'm Lewis Hamilton. It's time to get street smart.
Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
dropped it.
1-0, 1-0.
No, I dropped it, man. I didn't even friggin' pick it.
It was right there.
Oh, on the line. Oh, I'm killing you, man.
Yeah, just because now it's filming. Before in practice it was me.
Because, hey, man, under pressure. They look the same.
Yeah, it does, huh? Let's just settle it on track.
Sounds good. See? I won. I'm ahead.
I beat you.
No, you didn't.
I beat you for sure.
While in a normal road car we can rely on ABS for safety and comfort, in Formula One, ABS and power braking has been banned since the early 1990s. Formula One brakes are made out of carbon-carbon composite. Very light, less than 1.5 kilos, very strong and capable of working in temperatures of up to 700 centigrade.
See, the brakes are one of the most important things in getting you stopped when you're entering the corners, but they don't work when they're cold. Carbon fiber brakes are not like a normal road car, so you need to be able to get them up to something like 300 degrees, which is when they work at their optimum level.
Without the ABS and without the power assistance, Nico and Lewis have to press the pedal up to 100 kilos, maybe 600 or 800 times per race. The interesting thing about a Formula One car is that it takes less distance to stop a Formula One car from 160 kilometers an hour than it does a road car from 100 kilometers an hour.
When I first drove when I was 17, it was just incredible. Yeah, I went to the first corner and I hit the brakes, and the G-force is so strong that I didn't expect it, so my head went straight down into my legs and I couldn't see where I was going anymore.
And with brakes this powerful, it's possible to drive much closer to the car in front, and also because on a racetrack you know more or less what the driver in front is going to do. This means the ability to pass somebody under the brakes while braking from 300 kilometers an hour, all before 100 meters before the corner. What does it mean on the road? It means braking appropriately for the conditions, adapting if the conditions are wet, and always maintaining your distance from the driver in front.
Hey, I have you easily, come on. I'm much closer.
Mine's ahead, man.
We'll measure it then.
22?
Yeah, easy.
No way.
22? No, I don't believe that. One more time, please.
No way.
One more time. No way.
22.
Come on.
I don't believe you. Get out of here.
At least it's even.
It's even.
That's
it's even.
right.
Okay, I agree.
I think I won, but okay.
The fastest virtual racers from the UK and Ireland have come to the GT Academy in Silverstone to compete for a seat in a professional race team.
Yesterday they were just gamers, today they're drivers.
I've got a backstage pass to witness the unique driver selection process.
Fire it up.
They've shown that they can race on a game, but now they must prove to two motorsport judges that they have what it takes to race for real. If they do, they will go on to drive in the Dubai 24-hour endurance race. They're halfway through an intensive week of physical and mental training, and there's just a few hours before one of the remaining 4 gamers has to leave the academy. So it's off-site and on to the next challenge. Johnny, I've only one thing to say to you. Diddling ding 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 ding. This is the motor racing Wild West, essentially, isn't it? I mean, this is grassroots, hardcore, petrol head heaven.
Welcome. What a wonderful place.
Okay guys, we've seen you on the racetrack. This is going to be something completely different. This is going to see how fast you can go in a straight line. Welcome to Centerpod. You'll be driving 370Z race cars head-to-head. The format is very straightforward. You'll be doing 2 semi-finals and then a final race. The first across the line will be the winner.
The track is a straight line, just 402 metres long. Concentration and reaction speed is vital for the gamers.
Right, guys, this looks fairly straightforward. Drive a car really fast, straight.
Yeah.
But obviously there's more to it than that. What are you looking for? What is the test?
We're looking for great reaction speed to the start lights. We're then looking for good technique, not too much wheel spin to get the car rolling as quick as they can. Then they've got to react with the clutch, to the throttle, and then finally the gear shift. All that is going to happen in a very short space of time. And if they make any sort of mistake, if they have too much wheel spin, if they miss a gear, just game over straight away.
How's your reaction speed, by the way? Is it good?
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, excellent. Well done.
When they're in the car and about to do a challenge, their mind should be clear. It's not a game, it's serious.
I've never done anything like this before, so it's a new experience, completely different to what we've been doing at Silverstone.
It's all kind of fuel and horsepower and noise and speed.
In these cars, the only time we've been in first gear is pulling out of the pits really slowly and like trying not to stall. With this, we have to gun it straight away, you know?
I'm a bit of an old woman on the road, very, very safe. But here I've got to put my anti-aging cream on and become more of a man and, you know, get it done and hopefully do well.
Right, our guys are up. First semi-final. Yeah, we've got Williams in lane 1 and then Jack O'Neill in lane 2 in class 7. Be interesting to see how David works this one through, you know, he's learning and getting better. It's that kind of process-driven brain he has. Oh, great start from Williams, really good. Bit of spin. 6 and a 14.9. 0.3 of a second. Yeah, and exactly 1 mile an hour difference.
Despite David's good start, Jack takes the win and is the first gamer through to the final.
Well done, mate.
God,
well done.
Really good. That was quite tight, wasn't it? It was a bit scruffy at the end of the day. I think there was definitely room for improvement, but thankfully, got another shot.
It was quick, it was quick. Well done. Yeah, well done.
Thank you. David, that was real close.
It was close, yeah.
Semi-final number 2 was Thomas Gibson against Des Foley.
Here we go. Oh, big miss gear. Yeah. There's a lot of wheel spin though from Thomas as well. Yeah. So they're still head to head. I think we're going to see Des get this one. I don't think we're going to get a good time out of this. 15.3. 15.3. Crikey.
15.373, 15.3.
So Des goes through. So Des versus Jack for the final.
So far, Jack has had the quickest reactions out of all the gamers. His mind has been working most like that of a professional racer. In a race situation, a driver needs to ensure that several parts of the body react in perfect synchronicity. Reaction time is the ability to respond quickly to an external stimulus. Here, the Christmas tree lights are the stimulus received first into the driver's eyes. An electrical signal travels at around 100 meters per second through the optic nerve to the driver's brain. The brain then decides whether or not to react dependent on the color of the light. Once this decision has been made, the brain sends an electrical impulse via the nervous system to the appropriate body parts, which take action through the muscles. If Jack can turn his attention to the key stimulus and minimize distractions, he could go even faster.
As long as he's now focused and calmed himself in the car, he's got a very good chance of winning this.
It's a reoccurring theme with Des. How he behaves before something, how he reacts to something.
Yeah. With his character type, he's either going to be up or down, and you can see a difference in his body language.
Okay, he's missed done again.
Jack makes no mistake and powers through to the finish line.
Jack's doing very well at the moment, but I mean, you know, when you're at the top, There's only one way to go, really, if you don't keep it there. So we're all going to be hot on his heels, and you know, it's going to. Hopefully, he'll start to feel the pressure soon.
If you can't think you're not going to win the event, then there's no point in trying. You're not going to do it. So you've always got to keep that positive mind frame. And so far, it's carried me in quite good stead in the competition.
So Jack wins the challenge, with a disappointed Des finishing runner-up. For the gamers, it's back to Silverstone to find out who would be leaving the academy.
Guys, this is elimination time. We're going to lose one of you. It's a straight fight between the bottom 2 drivers in our points standings. Des and Thomas, you'll be taking part. Whoever loses is going home.
It will be a 2-lap race around the Stowe circuit. The gamers will start at opposite sides of the track. The first one back to their starting position keeps their place at the academy.
The race in the Dubai 24-hour race would be a dream come true. The possibility of becoming a real racing driver is just everything I've ever wanted, really.
If somebody offered me a racing contract, I'd drop absolutely everything. It's been a dream of mine for so long.
Lads, who's going to handle this better? It's very hard to tell with Thomas. He's so quiet, he's so introverted. Des, other end of the scale, quite outspoken.
Yeah, they're very different personality-wise. I mean, Des, I'm guessing he's going to try and get as much information as possible from the instructor beforehand, just to give him any advantage.
And we don't get any advice from you as we go on? Nothing at all, mate. I'm just here.
But I think, as you rightly said, David, I think Tom's got less to lose because I think Des has done pretty well yesterday.
Yeah.
And was.
And Tom knows he's got it all to do, basically.
Yeah.
Father, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Lights on.
It's difficult to say who's leading at this point. I think it looks like Des. Oh, it's going to be bloody close. It's Thomas. Tom is faster.
Tom's got the lead by about just under a second.
Yeah.
Second, roughly. Oh, he's off. He's off. He's off. He's off.
Des just has to keep it steady to win this thing and stay in the competition.
Thomas is a shame. He had the pace, but he couldn't take the pressure.
Fist pump visible from pit wall.
Just made a mistake in that final run, and that's what gave it away, basically. I did think I had it in the bag, but you just let it slip.
Stunt riding is a freestyle sport. It's an action sport. I think you have to be creative. You have to estimate your limits, the limits of the bike, the limits of physics.
Jump around, jump around, jump around now. Jump around, jump around, jump around now. Jump around, jump around, jump around now. Jump around, jump around, jump around now.
I didn't know a lot about Pakistan, honestly. It was a quick decision to say I want to go to Pakistan, to learn something about Pakistan and to see the real Pakistan. Pakistan helmet. I got a nice kurta from Munib, from the fashion designer. I fell in love with trucks. The truck art over here is amazing, and I saw one guy painting a truck. I saw it live, and he was so precise and so quick. I love the way they customize the trucks. I'm a proud owner of a three-wheeler at home. Mine works a bit better than this one. This one had almost no brakes.
Now I'm almost Pakistani.
That was a crazy experience. To get in touch with Yusuf was interesting. He told me a lot about the history of Lahore and the cultural side of Lahore. Most interesting was my visit in the mosque. Really old, 700 or 800 years old. That's something new for me. I'm just looking forward to finally riding and having fun out there, entertaining the crowd, because it's a perfect match. You know, I have fun, they have fun. To get the crowd pumped is such a good feeling. I love it. I'm proud to be the first international stunt rider who visited Pakistan. The crowd reaction is amazing here. They go crazy when I ride, so I had fun riding. People treat me very nice. Hospitality is great. It can be really a good place to be.
Pikes Peak is a great experience that I have the opportunity to live now with Red Bull and Peugeot. Is incredible. I tried it for the first time today and the feeling is impressive. A lot of power, impressive braking, a lot of downforce, so it's really an incredible car to drive.
Glen Helen, California, where the biggest FMX course in the world hosts the 12 best riders in the sport in front of a sold-out crowd. But Mother Nature had other plans today when gusty winds would cause the riders to be grounded due to safety reasons. These riders are passionate about their sport and really want to ride, but being upside down on a motorcycle in a wind gust could end in disaster.
It's a tough decision because sometimes the winds die and sometimes it's coming again really strong. And the problem is if we start riding, it's going to be hard to stop the event even if it's windy.
The riders suited up and tried the course, but came back and had a unanimous decision. There would be no riding today. So the results from Glen Helen would come from qualifying. Third place in Glen Helen would be Taka Higashino, the reigning X Games gold medalist, who took to the course and showed his signature go-for-it Japanese style. Second place in Glen Helen went to Frenchman Tom Pages, who now has 3 podiums in 3 Red Bull X Fighters events. He pulled his signature flair, but was unable to pull the Volt or the special flip, relying instead on a massive 360 and smooth, consistent riding. But the winner in Glen Helen, taking his first ever Red Bull X Fighters win, Australian Rob Adelberg. Adelberg was able to defeat the elements and put in a run that the judges all agreed was well worthy of the win in California.
Qualifying, I won qualifying and that was the score, so I won, you know, that's how it is.
Adelberg's win vaults him into the top 3 in the Red Bull X Fighters World Tour Championship standings, where the battle heats up as the tour moves into Osaka, Japan.
Unquestionably, it's time to have a Grand Prix in Russia.
Once it's finished, it will be incredible.
It is also very important to Russia to have such a kind of activity here as Formula One. Right now we invest around $300 million to build that race here.
You're going to be racing around all of these, individual impressive structures. These are going to be iconic venues that will be seen all around the world. This is something that won't be lost on the drivers at all.
We'll book inside the stadium, the speed ring, and then everything outside with the sea, with the mountains in the background. And then the circuit going through various stadiums. Already looking forward to come back next year.
It's exciting for us to be here because it's a very big market for us and we want to be as team Infinity Red Bull Racing and as a brand Infinity, we want to be the first ones to talk about it before it's even there.
It's really interesting to have a little tour. Drawings look fantastic. I think it looks fairly quick, some corners, especially the one around the fountain.
Right now it's a big building site, but next year it will all be done. Get a clue already when the Olympics come here in winter, and then a couple of months later we obviously have the pleasure to come here, and everything is brand new and finished and ready for Formula One. All right, let's go. We had the chance today to test drive the track a little bit with an Infinity car. It was a good opportunity to get an idea of the track.
Quite clearly, with the average speeds of all the corners being above 100 kilometers an hour, this is a fast street circuit, and that's going to be challenging.
I think it will definitely stand out. You've got all these impressive buildings around, the stadiums around, all very modern and very different. Hopefully a fantastic circuit in the middle.
There's one long left-hander, which in many ways is kind of like an infinity corner. enter at 130 kilometers an hour. By the time you exit, you're doing 300 kilometers an hour. I think the crowds can sense when the drivers are having fun. I think in a venue like this, a new venue like Sochi, having it within the Olympic Park will really embrace both the spectator and the driver. The Grand Prix will happen, and it will be, I'm sure, a modern classic.
It's massive. I think it will be something special to be part of that, be part of the first Russian Grand Prix. So fingers crossed I stay intact.